knocks another one through to extend the lead. Off after the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet. And they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows them to have some success.
Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack. 3 quarters in the books. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after some uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Kamara up the middle. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
This is being returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his numbers of ball carry. They got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Got an open man. It's Olave. 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Saints. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Lutz with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, set.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I we enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city. In all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and score. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Back in 60.
They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They go play action. Winston. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Again, this is Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Play action now. Winston. Throwing left side. It's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Lutz good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on the last two drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
65, 6, hurry, hurry! Warriors 70.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's going to have his running package complete. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
Ready up. 70, hurry, hurry, hurry.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago.
NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New Orleans Saints and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
On one, ready?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
On fine, ready?
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here we go. Last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they go play action now. Burrow. And quick throw here. That's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Burrow will throw. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Here we go, here we go.
This will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
11.
Again, it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
A very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. First down. Here's Burrow. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jameis to throw it. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 4th down, Winston. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go. 11.
Mixon with a first down carry. Demario Davis there on the stop. On 2nd and 9. Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Here we go.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
11 MT. 11.
We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here.
Here we go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Burrow on 3rd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Gun.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Burrow. Caught on the slant. Touchdown Bengals. Hayden Hurst. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case,
based on the matchup he thought he was going to get. It was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As this offense gets ready for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. And when I looked out, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
11 coming.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the gun, Winston. This one taken in by Olave. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Winston. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
Ready. Come on.
First down, Winston. Finding Taysom Hill, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Jameis again. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run it with Kamara. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards. Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The kick by Lutz is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on this thing.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
Here we go.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air. Because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Gun.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return, it's Kamara. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
tight end across the formation left. Final play of the half here. Winston. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think
inside handoff to Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
12.
Mixon will try the right side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Here we go.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Burrow will throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
this has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they had 3 points in their pocket. I get what he was trying to do, but that's a big swing in momentum right there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Winston. It's a slant to Hill. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A first down throw for Winston. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where he didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 74 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
12.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Burrow. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
He's got Hurst, his tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Mixing up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Mixon again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Mitchell Wilcox from 3 yards out. And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And oh, it's wide right. No good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but The self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Jameis to throw it. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Again, it's Winston. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, Winston. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
11 MT, 11 MT.
They're trying to eat some clock with Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. Thomas.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Gun.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here we go with Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So this one in the win column.